Please subscribe Diary Media for more lesson.
This is Mr. Ahmed Ahmed from Young Muslim. I want to teach you Mathematics Form 4. In Mathematics Form 4 we have 10 topics and we're starting with matrices and transformation. We learned matrices in Form 3 and we learned transformation in Form 2. So we'll be starting by defining what a matrix is. Therefore, a matrix in plural, matrices, is a rectangular or square array of numbers. E.g., as we learned in Form 3. And these numbers, we refer these numbers to as elements of the matrix. Transformation is a change. Transformation is a change of position, size, or shape of an object. That is the definition of a transformation as we learned earlier in Form 2. Now that we define matrices and we define transformation, I want us to remind ourselves or state types of transformation that we learned in Form 2. Therefore, types of transformation that we learn in Form 2 are 1. Reflection. We also learned about rotation. We also learned about enlargement. And we also learned about translation. That is types of the transformation that we learned. And therefore, in this topic, I will be starting by finding the transformation of a matrix. So in finding the transformation of a matrix, there we are trying to see what kind of transformation a certain matrix is representing. A certain matrix is representing. And therefore, I want us to draw a Cartesian plane and identify maybe a certain, a given matrix. We are going to multiply that particular matrix with the point of a given object and we will find the image. After doing that, then we'll see what kind of a transformation that particular matrix is representing. So I want us to see what kind of a transformation this particular matrix is representing. Matrix M, for example, if you are given matrix M as 1 0 0 negative 1. If you are given this particular matrix and we want to identify what kind of transformation this particular matrix is representing, there are two ways of now trying to know or finding what kind of transformation this particular matrix is representing. The first, we can draw a Cartesian plane. That is my Cartesian plane, and I label this particular Cartesian plane 1, 2, 3, 4. That is x-axis, and then y-axis 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and then negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, maybe negative 4. So I want to plot, the coordinate of a certain object on this Cartesian plane. So let me plot a certain, maybe I want to plot a triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. So in that case, maybe I have A as 1, 2, that's my A. B as 3, 2, B. And maybe my C as 3, 4. So that is my C. So if I draw this, that is triangle ABC. That is triangle ABC. That is triangle ABC. So I want now to see if I pre-multiply this particular matrix with the points of the coordinate of this particular object, what kind of image will I get? So that I'm going to plot the image and see what kind of transformation is taking place. So I have the matrix as 1, 0, and then 0, -1. I want now to pre-multiply this with these points. And now I present this point in form of a column vector. So point A, I have point A as 1, 2. I have point A as 1, 2. My point B as 3, 2. As 3, 2. And my point C as 3, 4. As 3, 4. Therefore, after pre-multiplying this particular matrix with this point, the coordinate of this point, then I will get the image of A prime, B prime, and C prime, so on. So what do? We learned how to multiplication of matrix in form 2, in form 3. And therefore, in that case, let's now get A prime 1 multiplied by 1, that is 1, plus 0 multiplied by 2, that is 0. That's going to be 1. Then I have 0 multiplied by 1, which is 0, plus -1 multiplied by 2, which is -2. Then I have 1 multiplied by 3, which is 3, plus 2 multiplied by 0, then that's going to be 3. Then I have 0 multiplied by 3, which is 0, then 1 multiplied by -1 multiplied by 2 is going to be -2. Then C prime, what's going to be my C prime? My C prime is going to be 1 multiplied by 3, that is 3, plus 0 multiplied by 4, that is 0. Then I have 3. Then 0 multiplied by 3, that is 0. -1 multiplied by 4, that is -4. This is now the image. This is now the image of this particular object. So let's plot for the image. Let us plot for the image. So what do I have? My A prime? My A prime is 1, -2. My A prime is 1, -2. That is my A prime. My B prime is 3, -2. My B prime is 3, -2. That's where my B prime is. And my C prime is 3, -4. My C prime is 3, -4. That's my C prime, the image of that particular object. And therefore, you find that observing this particular Cartesian plane, you find that this matrix, this is a transformation that has taken place. This is a transformation, this is reflection in x-axis. This is reflection. This matrix is representing a reflection in x-axis. That's why you find that this point, the distance between the mirror line and the object is the same as the distance between the mirror line and the image point. And therefore, this is a reflection in the x-axis. That is one way of trying to know what kind of transformation this particular matrix is representing. But the other way is by use of base factors. The other way is by use of base factors. So in base factors, we are going to we draw that particular base factors using the Cartesian plane. I have this one as 1. This point here as 1, -1, -1. And therefore, Base factors is, denoted by these letters I and J. I and J. So I is at 1, 0, and the J is at 0, 1. So always, when you are given a matrix, that particular matrix will represent the image of these particular base factors. That means the matrix I'm given there is 1, 0, and 0, negative 1. So this first column will represent I prime, the image of I, and this one will represent J prime, the image of J. So let's see where I moved to. Originally I So finding the matrix over transformation. This is where by now we are given the object and the image, and we are supposed to find out the matrix that has led to that particular translation. So in this case, we are just going to use this one as an example. So the example I'm taking here is a situation whereby you are given this, the coordinate of this object and the coordinate of its image, and you are not given the matrix. So what are you going to do? So what we will do is, we'll say let matrix M be A, B, C and D. In that case, C and D. And therefore, in that case, we will pre-multiply this particular matrix A, B, C and D with the coordinate of the object, which is what? Our A is 1, 2. My A is 1, 2. My B is 3, 2. And my C is 3, 4. So this one is giving me the image, which its coordinate is 1, negative 2, 3, negative 2, 3, negative 4. That's what I have here. 1, negative 2, 3, negative 2, then 3, negative 4. So let's now have our equation of finding the values of A, B, C, and D. This is A multiplied by 1, which is A, plus C multiplied by 2, which is 2C, being is equal to 1. On the other hand, I have A multiplied by 3, which is 3A, plus C multiplied by 2, which is 2C, being is equal to 3. That is 1. On the other side, I want to create another equation of B and D. So B multiplied by 1, that is B, plus D multiplied by 2, that is 2D, being is equal to negative 2. On the other hand, B multiplied by 3, which is 3B, plus D multiplied by 2, which is 2D, is equal to negative 2. So let's now solve this using simultaneous equation, using elimination method of simultaneous equation. We have elimination method and the substitution method in solving, such an equation. And therefore this is same sign, subtract. I want to eliminate C. Same sign, subtract. So A minus 3A, that's going to be negative 2A. 2C minus 2C, 0. 1 minus 3, that's going to be negative 2. Therefore, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. A is equal to 1. So if A is 1, that means 1 plus 2C is equal to 1. Take 1 on the other side of the equal sign. Then you'll have 2C being is equal to 0. In that case, divide by 2, divide by 2. C is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of C is also 0. Let's now move to the other equation. I want again to eliminate D. Therefore, same sign, subtract. So B minus 3B, that's going to be negative 2B. 2D minus 2D is 0. Negative 2 minus 2 is going to be 0. That is negative 2 plus 2, 0. So divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. That means B is equal to 0. So if B is 0, if b is 0, that means 0 plus 2d is equal to negative 2. Therefore, that means divide by 2, d is equal to negative 1. Therefore, I have the value of A, the value of C, the value of D, and the value of B. Therefore, I'll just substitute. This was my matrix. So my matrix M was A, what is the value of A? 1. B, what's the value of B? In that case, 0. C, what's the value of C in that case? Value of C is what? We have C as, where was C? We have C as 0. And then value of D as negative 1. Therefore, this is now the matrix we have been looking for. We identified the matrix that led to this particular transformation as this particular matrix, which is reflection in the x-axis. And therefore, in our lesson today, the objective was, number 1, we define matrices and transformation. Number 2, we state types of the transformation we learned earlier in Form 2. And again, finding the matrix, the transformation of a matrix. How to identify what kind of transformation a certain matrix is representing. And lastly, we have been looking for finding the matrix of a transformation. Given a certain transformation, we are finding the matrix. And that is the end of our lesson. Therefore, for more information, you can contact me. Maybe my number 0717 460 310. And that's the end of our lesson.